drifting on the ocean. Sometimes I pass by an island, but there's nothing there for me. I move on as the wind blows, hoping to wash up on that shore, and the sand will hold me. Blue, the water and sky.
có 3 cái thôi à?
Đúng rồi.
The way your body syncopates, you're driving me crazy. Ah, and lately I ain't thinking straight. Your body's amazing. It's been a while, been a while. Oh, that. Oh, that. It's been a while, been a while, been a while. Oh, that. Oh, that.
has been the same. There's no time for regret, but I remember how I slept in your chest. I want to forget it, take a breath and leave you away, away. But it's not that easy, 'cause you make me miss you again, again. If you want, just come. If you want, just come. Don't leave me again, leave me again. If you want, just come. If you want, just come. Don't leave me again, leave me again. Still alone. Since you left me, nothing has been the same. There's no time for regret, but I remember how I slept in your chest. I want to forget it, take a breath and leave you away, away. But it's not that easy, 'cause you make me miss you again, again. If you want, just come. If you want, just come. Don't leave me again, leave me again. If you want, just come. If you want, just come. Don't leave me again, leave me again. Don't leave me again, leave me again.
Không tiện nói phải giật mòn biết vẫn không mòn tiện đừng nên bạc. Đấy,